All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of TA Tech News Weekly. I'm your host, TA Tech, and today we have a very special guest, a very special friend of mine, uh, Joan. How are you?
I am well, Taylor. Thanks for having me on your show today.
Thank you for accepting this invite, and so soon. I know I was like, you know what? Let me get this show on the road. This week especially, I didn't really have much planned. With everything that was going on, Google event and stuff like that, I was just like, I need to get something out there. I didn't even
Absolutely.
have time to actually make a video about anything. So I'm like, you know what?
Mhm.
Let's just make this into a podcast episode. And I do clips of some of the conversations here and there as well. So
Okay. Yeah.
you know, be aware of that as well. Of course, I'll tag you and everything once it's
Well, now
out
I'm
in the
thinking that
open.
I just could have looked a little better now. I'm getting off work. Um,
Oh, no worries.
y'all excuse but I'm raw and I'm real. I'm brutally honest. My retwist is scheduled for tomorrow for Saturday, so I'm going to get my hair done. But I just want to say it's just good to be back on a microphone in front of a camera,
Yeah.
and you deserve to get a reply so soon because we're small creators.
Yes.
And I remember what it was like when my numbers are where yours are. I remember that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take much to say, yes, I accept. Yes, I'll be on your show because
Man,
I had the free time. So why give you the runaround? I remember you and miss you dearly. So hello.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I say, Joan, and this is exactly why I said I need to get her on because you and I are really alike in so many ways. Like, uh,
Okay.
you know, uh, what you just said right there is absolutely true, and I've said it all the time. I wish people would remember that we were all here at one point. I wish people would remember we all started at zero, and numbers and stuff like that should not matter to
Mm-mm,
anybody. You
mm-mm,
know,
mm-hmm.
and I don't want to get into that whole thing, but
Yeah, we're gonna ruin the
it's
show if we talk about that the whole time. Don't even
but
worry about it. We're
but it's
here.
true. But it's true.
We're here.
You know.
It is true. But we're gonna see we can change things though.
Oh, definitely,
We can change
definitely.
things. So
And
don't worry.
and honestly, I think you coming back to YouTube is going to be that change. I strongly believe that.
Taylor, stop it. Stop it.
I strongly believe that.
Okay, well,
Uh,
I've got some things coming in the mail, so I can start reviewing again because I got some old
awesome,
stuff that,
awesome.
you
Uh,
know, but
so let's talk about your adventures. You started off doing headphone reviews, earbuds reviews, and stuff like that. Joan, how did you start YouTube?
my mother passed away when I was 10. I stayed, I remained a music buff.
Oh, okay.
And her sister raised me
Hmm.
after that, and she liked music, but not like we did, you know. And so
Right.
it's just still with me, and a lot of things that I do, it's with her memory in mind.
That's awesome.
So yeah. I got into YouTube because I was a photographer anyway.
Oh, okay.
And I like doing video, and I constantly watch YouTube. Every Before I make a purchase, I'm checking it out on YouTube, regardless of what it is.
Right.
Well, maybe not petty things like groceries, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Electronics. And after a few times of watching creators, I just said, I can do that.
Hmm.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
I have the equipment. I just need to figure out what to do. And I did my research, and I watched YouTube for two reasons. I watched YouTube for inspiration. I watched how Flossie Carter, Peter McKinnon, um, I could go on and on. There are several,
Oh,
including Travis McPee
yep.
and El Jefe. I saw El Jefe before I met him. And then
Oh,
there's
okay.
another CJ. I can't remember CJ's last name, but anyway,
Yeah,
I had lots of people that I was watching, and they actually wound up inspiring me. In fact, CJ and two others. I don't know, y'all. Excuse me, I can't remember their names, but I'll text it to you if you want to put it in the description, Taylor.
sure, absolutely.
Terry Warfield,
Yep,
you
remembering.
know, those guys.
Yep,
And they are
yep.
the ones that actually sealed the deal for me. They had a show with the three of them on it.
Mhm.
And I was like, I am ready to record. I am ready to do this. And I just dived in. I dove in.
Yep.
Dived is not a word. Please edit that out or just leave this commentary behind it because I want your viewers to know that I know that dived is not a word. I'm in public education. I'm an assistant principal. So I apologize, but I am worn out from work, but I'm here with you.
Thank you. I really appreciate you. I really do. Yeah, we were talking about postponing, and because I said, if people are tired from work and whatnot, I completely understand. I'm completely open.
And what
So
was my
I
response?
I
And what
left.
was my response?
You texted me, and I have it here. You texted me the picture of your light that you
That's
have
right.
there.
And I said,
What?
you better not.
Yeah, I have it right here. I
Okay,
have it right
okay.
here.
That's it. That's what I sent you.
That's awesome. That's
I
awesome.
want your viewers to know that I want your viewers to know that this is fruit punch.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You can tell it's not
I'm
wine. You know wine ain't isn't this color.
I'm boring. I have water. Yeah,
Mhm.
you gotta take care of yourself sometimes. I'm
And
not
on the mic,
a
we got to
heavy
keep our throats wet.
true.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. I am not, believe it or not, I am 30 years old and I have not had this of alcohol at all, ever.
Good. Good.
You know what? Like, I'm Portuguese. I go to Portuguese feasts and stuff like that, and I see these people sometimes just go way overboard, and I'm just like, you know what? No, that's not gonna be me.
Yeah, no.
Don't. Why are you making a fool out of yourself?
Now, and I'm going to be all honest now. 10 years ago, this was dark red.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
Burgundy, okay? But, I'm not going to tell my age just yet. You can kind of see, you
And
know,
you look mad young. I would say you're in your 20s. You.
I'll take it. I will take it. Yeah, but no, I've been down that road. I had a lot of drinks in my life and I got to the point where my body didn't want it anymore and I didn't either.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you cycled that way and when you're young, you're trying to live and you're trying to get it
Hmm.
in and no, you're not afraid of
And, and
anything.
and people tell you how much people tell you, oh, live a little bit, have fun a little bit. You can have fun with no drinks. I'm sorry. That's the way I think.
Absolutely.
You know. Um.
I think when people do it in excess, a lot of times it's a coping situation.
Oh,
And a
definitely.
lot of times and a lot of times we don't even realize we're coping. We think that we are being adults and I'm grown and this is what I want to do and that's true. In every case that is absolutely true.
Oh,
However,
definitely. Definitely.
I'm representing the middle age group. So no, I am not in my 30s, but I'm representing the middle age and your body and the ailments will be waiting for you. Keep doing all that drinking and all that
Oh, yeah.
smoking and all that. It will be waiting for you when you
Yeah.
get near the half century mark. So let me ask you a question.
Sure.
What is going on in tech right now? I have to be brought back in gently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I know that
Definitely.
I know that you're really heavily into the phones, right?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. What's going on?
Man, Google Pixel just released their Pixel 9 with a lot of AI stuff. Uh, and it's just crazy. Like AI is like you would never even think, you know.
Yeah, that's
Half
true.
half of the technology now is all based on AI with especially on the pixels. I mean, you know, cameras have gotten so great. I've started with my phone, and I continue with my phone as the camera. Whether I'm doing live streams and stuff like that, this recording right now,
Now
and
we may need to cut this part that I'm about to say.
sure,
Is there another place you can position it? Because there is a blinding light right behind your head.
yes,
Okay. Okay.
yes. Hang on one sec. I was trying to get that sorted. Let me switch this camera. Okay, that's a little bit
Hey,
better.
yes.
Yes, yes. I definitely agree. I was trying my best here trying to position it,
Hey, you
but
don't even have to cut it out. Let's just roll with it. Let's just be
yeah,
raw today.
yeah. You know what? Sometimes that is a good idea. I mean,
Mhm.
there are days that like I record and edit these podcasts, and I'm just like, I wish that there was an editor, and there was. Um, there was an editor that I was using for the longest time to get shorts, because shorts have become this big thing on YouTube. Um, and I, I don't know what happened. I went on a website, and now you have to have a paid subscription. Like, what? Excuse my language, but what the fuck is up with these paid subscriptions?
A paid subscription for what?
For everything,
You're
you
right.
know,
You're right.
for everything.
For
You know,
everything.
like you
I
needed
had to I had to go
you
through my bank account and wipe out subscriptions a year ago. Like, why am I'm not even using this service anymore? So I encourage everyone who's watching this video, you have no idea what you subscribed to 5 years ago, and they are still pulling money out of your account every month.
Yep,
You
yep,
better check because I
yep,
did.
yep. It is so
And
true.
but unfortunately, now that I'm getting back into YouTube, I just put them back in. I just subscribed again.
Sometimes, and
No.
these things help. I'm not gonna say like, this editor that I was telling you about, it's an AI editor. You just put the video in, um, whether it's the actual file from the computer or a YouTube link, and then it'll do everything for you in a matter of time. Um, but now it says, "Oh, you have to have a paid subscription." I think I was trying to do a past live stream from another channel. And it's like for YouTube links, you have to pay this amount of money. And I'm just like, why? I could do this for free like 2 months ago, and now suddenly things change. Like, it's these little things.
Right.
Um, but yeah, so we were going back a little bit. We were talking about your adventures and how you started and stuff like that. So how did you get into the headphone game?
Riding in the back seat of the car with my ear on the speaker. No,
Wi-
seriously.
wishing and hoping that they would invent headphones.
Maybe someone saw me in the back of that car and said, "Hey, I got an idea."
Yeah. Serious.
So I chose headphones because quite honestly, I could have gotten into laptops, cameras, whatever. I chose headphones because listening to music is most enjoyable to me. So not only can I talk about the hardware and the software that the headphones come with now, I can also talk about the music and the listening experience
Right.
because the consumer doesn't care what the IPX rating is. Some might, but nobody really cares about that.
Yeah.
They want to know if it's waterproof and what happens when I drop it and how much bass does it
Right.
have. Everyone wants to know how much bass does it have. And for whatever reason, maybe they like classical music and they want to make sure there is no bass, hardly.
Yeah.
And then you have people like me who listen to, hard hitting genres, hip hop, R&B, EDM, rock. I need to hear that bass kick.
Yeah.
But it's just about, and see, what have we been off now? 4 years.
Hmm.
Been off YouTube 4 years, and you just asked me a question, and just boom,
Yeah.
it comes back. So when you do a job that you love, it's not really a job.
Right. Right.
It's a
Absolutely.
craft. It's a
Absolutely.
craft. And so I chose headphones. I do want to expand, but right now music is what I know and sound is what I know. I am an audiophile.
Wow.
Um and if I can't hear every little instrument, if I can't hear, a wide sound stage and the instruments are separate and it's happening all around my head,
Hmm.
not just in here,
Yeah.
then I'm oh
Right. Right. I
yeah,
agree completely. I
mhm,
agree completely. You know, I I never honestly appreciated headphones, and I'm gonna pull out a pair of headphones. I don't know if you've ever heard of the company Brookstone.
absolutely. I had
Oh
a
my gosh.
speaker of theirs one time and it was amazing, and I think somebody stole it.
Okay, so I was planning to get AirPods Max. Christmas rolled around, and uh, I go to a day program, and they the staff gave everybody presents, and I'm not even thinking of like, oh, I hope I get something tech wise for the channel.
Right.
I,
Right.
I'm like, I really want to get AirPods Max, stuff like that. So these babies come in, and I'm just like, whoa. I'm gonna pull them out real quick. Honestly, so I got these. My camera's a little laggy. I'm not sure why, but I got this headphone case for it because I really think that I needed it. And when I saw these, I was like, holy moly, what is this? They look, can't say feel, but they look and sound like Beats.
Okay. Yes, they do look like beats. Turn
Do
them to
they
the
not?
turn them to the side. And that's called Brookstone.
Yeah,
I bet you they sound really good.
really, really good. Um, no, it's impressive how they sound. $60 headphones, because I checked the price when I got them. Um, 60, 64, $65 headphones, and they have ANC. Oh, and they have my favorite right here, USB-C.
Okay, okay, okay.
USB-C, they come with an aux cord. They have their own aux cord and everything. So if you wanted to plug it into a computer or whatever, you could do that. If like in my case, a lot of times I would use this for this podcast. Today I'm not, but I would use this, and sometimes the Bluetooth wouldn't connect, so
Uh-huh.
I would then put the cable in. Um, but they're just amazing. Like it is, you put on the ANC, and you think you have like $100 headphones in your ears, on your ears. It's crazy.
I mean, look at Soundcore. They
Yeah,
keep rolling out quality products, and and you can afford it. If
it.
you want the latest Sonys, I think they're priced at 350.
Mhm.
The AirPods Max, they're 550. Like, good gracious, people. You just reviewed those headphones. That's all a review is you experiencing them,
Yep.
and you telling the viewers what they need to know before they purchase.
Right.
You
So
let me know.
in
I
my
mean,
reviews,
don't be surprised if you don't see them on Sharp Tech. I will definitely shout you out though.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, honestly, I don't even I don't even go through when I do my reviews, I don't even go through specs or anything. I just say, "Hey, listen, this is what I'm thinking. This is, my experience, and if you want to know more, click the links in in the bio." That's it.
Hey,
You know?
what works for you.
I think that while it's cool to talk about all this stuff, I think of the general person, like a family member, a friend that doesn't know about these tech specs and stuff. If they're watching, they're not going to care about all the. I mean, we even talked about it a little while ago. They're not going to care about all the tech specs and stuff. They just want to know how your experience is, what the product's like, how does it feel, stuff like that, and that's it. You know,
Well, see, where that's where what comes now is you decide, and I'm sure you've already decided who your target audience is. If
right?
your target audience are people like on the friends and family level, or people who just don't care about the specs, period,
Hmm.
then cool. For me, when I was doing it and I'm doing it again, I want to raise awareness about what you should be looking for in a pair of headphones.
Right.
And I for somehow I can feel the music in like moving in me. Not
Wow.
like blood in my veins, but I can feel the vibration and
But
it's an
yeah,
experience and I
yeah,
need to let people know as a creator, this was my
definitely,
experience,
definitely.
you know.
Yeah,
And then when I start getting spec heavy in my videos, I let the people who are watching who I assume don't care or don't resonate with it, I let them know in a way, hey, this is something that you should know.
right,
Something you should be
right.
aware of because I don't want you out there shopping and you're just buying headphones and they're
I
overpriced and they underdeliver.
right,
Yeah.
right. I say the same thing when it comes to different cases and stuff like that. When it comes to watch bands that sometimes I review, I don't know if you know or remember that I have another channel, Mr. Smartwatch, that I do strictly smartwatch reviews and stuff like that.
I
Uh,
didn't know that.
yeah, yeah.
I need that channel link
I'm
too.
I'm a little bit of everywhere, okay? I'm
Okay.
a little bit of
Okay.
everywhere. I have a gaming channel as well. I don't shout that out because I post a lot of stuff, just things when I'm playing with friends and stuff, just a little shenanigans here and there.
Do,
And
do you
I am
do
not the professional that I am on TA Tech on the gaming channel. Like
Oh,
it is two completely different sides. And I'm
understood.
not
Understood.
sure you want to watch that side of me.
Hey, I've seen it all. I wouldn't there's no judgment zone at Sharp Tech. No judgment.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I was at
Good.
a point in my life that, when all this COVID hit and stuff like that, I was just bored at home and I needed stuff to do. So I just started creating channels for everything and anything.
Okay.
Some are dead, some are still, somewhat kicking. I'm trying my best. Then we did, like I was telling you, I did the podcast with my friend Benji, um, and that was going very, very well. Except it is super hard, and I'm sure you will agree. It is super hard to have a show with people who are not in the same area as you. Trying to coordinate
I can
with people
imagine.
trying to coordinate with people, um, you know, like they would text me in the morning. It would be like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning here, and they're like, "Hey, are you available? This, that, the other." Granted, yeah, now they know time difference and stuff like that. But listen, it was just crazy. So now I'm doing my own thing. I'm not gonna say that I wouldn't want to get back to it if they were up for it, but
Where are
um,
you, Taylor? Where are you?
I'm in Massachusetts.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you're on the East Coast.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah.
um,
Can I share something with you?
sure, absolutely.
The most difficult thing for me about being a content creator was actually pressing the record button.
Yes.
It is difficult.
I
People
say
out
that,
there, it
I
is
say that
difficult
to this day.
because what you have to do is turn on your character
Yep.
and you have to stay on. And when you don't feel like being on, if you got to get that content recorded, you gotta turn on unless you're doing faceless or something like that. But it was a struggle sometimes. Like, oh my god, I don't feel like doing this today.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, I feel you. I've been there.
Yeah, yeah.
It sucks. There was times that I would have there was times where I had podcast recordings scheduled with people, and then like not even 10 minutes in, I would say, screw this. I can't do it. I would
Mhm.
say that I'm not home or whatever and call it a day.
Yeah.
Um, and the worst part for me that I've learned not to do anymore is post on social media, hey, expect a video today at this time. Um, you know what? Sometimes things don't run the way you want it to, and you just have to go about it a different way. So now I learned my lesson and I say, you know what? I'll post it when it's ready, tweet it out when it's ready, and that's that. You know,
And I'm gonna tell you something else I'm not gonna do this time. I'm not gonna, you know, put myself on a strict schedule
hmm
and stress. First
yes,
of all, I need to have a couple of shows in the hole. That's the first thing.
right, right.
But when you set a 9 o'clock Saturday morning deadline for yourself and you don't start recording until Friday night, that's tough. Sometimes
Oh yes,
4 or 5 years ago was really hard because it was COVID. The YouTube upload was slow. The technology wasn't as advanced as it is now. So coming
yep,
back,
yep,
I was talking with Tana recently and I was telling him, oh my gosh, it's so much easier now. Like I
hmm
literally just reacted to a video, edited the reaction, and uploaded it in less than 3 hours.
yeah.
Like,
That is another thing, and I want to ask you when you were doing your stuff years ago. How long would it take you to from the moment you recorded to the moment you published a video?
I don't remember, but I can tell you that on a good Saturday morning, I might be able to get two recorded, but usually it was only one.
Mm.
And we're talking about top down footage too. So we're talking about two cameras.
Oh yeah,
We're
yeah,
shooting down from the top. So we take all our footage and we get it all on the computer. Now we
right.
got to sync everything up. We got to scrub through all of this, both cameras,
Yep, yep,
and make sure that the top camera is matching up with the audio on the main camera.
right.
It was a cumbersome experience.
Yes, yeah.
But now I can already tell. I'll tell you, I'll say 4 hours. Now, upload is different because I was living in northeastern North Carolina. I'm in Virginia now.
Oh, okay.
And in the rural parts over what we call it out in the country, you
hmm
get good internet in the city limits, but once you start getting in the outskirts, you have terrible reception, terrible Wi-Fi in some cases. And so uploads, I would put it on at night.
hmm
And by the time I got up to go to work the next morning or wherever, it would be uploaded. So then I had to get on the computer and finish the process of finalizing the YouTube upload, um, making sure the thumbnail is set and the tags, just making sure. So it was a lot. And so part of the reason why I took a break probably was because I burnt myself out because I was
Yeah,
really going hard.
right.
And I was a full-time public educator at the time.
Wow.
So I've got to learn how to manage my time moving forward. And as I said, the process has gotten extremely easier.
hmm hmm
So I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to do a top down anything. I can just
No, just
say I can do this now. And and,
mhm.
and we can review them just like this.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm probably not gonna do that. I'm probably gonna be extra. I'm probably gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah,
extra.
because we no matter what, we're gonna try our best. Not being professional as the bigger creators, but we gotta make it look good because that's just how things are. You
That's
want
right.
to try to um, gain subscribers and stuff like that,
Hmm.
which I think is the hardest part. Um, but I see people, and going back a little bit, I see people and they're like, "Oh, it takes me like 2, 3 days to get one video." H- Like, what are you doing
They may
to?
not be tech savvy. They may,
Yeah, but I'm just
you
like,
know,
how? Because I have literally, I shoot my stuff and automatically come to the computer, edit them, and I have it done in like an hour or two.
mhm.
I see people that are just like, "Oh, it's taking me 4 days." Bigger creators, it's taking me 4 days to get this editing. Like, I
Now
understand
that you
that
mentioned
they're
that,
like,
now that you mentioned that, Taylor, some videos took longer than others.
true,
The
true.
most successful video I had was the Raycon video.
That is a great video. I
Thank
was,
you.
you just posted a short about that. I
I
think
did. I figured out how to make shorts and I made some shorts.
that's
And
awesome.
and they got some views, you know.
Yeah,
I'm just doing enough right now to let the algorithm know that I'm back.
right.
And I've got to get all my little motion things that I put in there, like the
Yeah,
subscribe click, and
yeah,
I gotta dig all my stuff out of my files.
yeah.
But when I actually, for the first time, post a review, I
Now
want it to be like a
I don't know
coming
how
back.
much of I don't know how much of your old stuff that you have, but like I see it all the time. Um, Use what you have of your old stuff and make shorts out of it, and even post it on to Twitter or to Instagram and stuff like that, and make yourself known. I think that right there really really helps. Excuse me, but it really really helps.
I
Um,
thought about it. I thought about making a short, and I wanted to lay LL Cool J's "Mama Said Knock You Out" on the back of it, underneath it.
oh, okay,
Where he says, "Don't call it a comeback. I've been
yeah,
here for years. I'm rocking my fans."
yeah,
That's kind of the vibe that I want. Like,
you should.
I don't want to be like a comeback, like it's like that. I just want to come back in and do what I do. I want to get back with my
Definitely,
people like you and
definitely,
the people who support the channel and support Joan as a person. That's why I like
absolutely,
you and your crew. And I don't know where
absolutely.
Michael Pepper is tonight, but he's another one that I want to see.
Yeah, he's around. He's around. Um,
Yeah.
we actually I actually have a WhatsApp group with Michael and a few other tech creators that we just talk tech and talk whatever. Sometimes it gets a little crazy in there, and I'm just like, how the heck did I make this group and allow it to become this? But whatever. I chose WhatsApp because I don't know. I just thought it would be accessible everywhere and anywhere, versus iMessage that is not. Even though a lot of people, the majority of people use iMessage, and they're like, "Why didn't you make this an iMessage group?" And I'm just like, because of that one person. If I want to get somebody in here that has Android or is testing an Android at a certain point,
I
that's what.
completely resonate with what you're saying. I cannot stand a green chat group. I cannot stand it.
No,
It is something
no,
about it. And
no.
I'm glad you brought that part up.
Sure.
See, with the Pixels, the
Yep.
Pixel phone, they will have to send me one to review
Mhm.
because I'm team iPhone over here.
Ooh, okay, okay. What
Well,
iPhones do you have?
one is my work phone, so don't get it twisted.
Oh, okay.
We're not balling, but yeah.
Hey, what iPhones do you have?
Oh, now this is gonna get you.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
The tech chick has not upgraded her cell phone since the iPhone 12 Pro Max.
Ooh, okay. I
And
mean, hey,
I'm
you know
and I'm
what?
fine with it because you know why? Because Apple, unlike Android, well, the way Android used to be back when I was Android,
Yep.
Apple constantly kicks out updates to the software.
Yes.
So my hardware is working fine. I don't need my phone to be any faster than it is. It's fast. And
Yes.
when I tap it, whatever I'm tapping it to do, it does it right then.
Yeah.
I
I
am
mean,
interested in the
I'm
16 though. I might go ahead and upgrade,
I'm
especially
the
since
same
they have
way.
all this. Go ahead.
My my business line is an iPhone 10R. And granted, I don't have. I say it's a business line because I text everybody, whoever. I
Mhm.
don't want to have my real number. Not that I wouldn't give it to you. I would definitely give it to you, Joan. But
But
uh,
you didn't. You didn't yet.
uh, but going back, saying, imagine you're just texting somebody for whatever reason, business or whatever. I wanted something that I could use. So I got this out. I'm like, do I really want to get a card out of it? Or just use an app that's free and that, you can do everything. So I
That's right.
have the text free app and I've talked about it before. And literally, it's the best. You can make phone calls, you can text,
I
everything.
have that app. I have it. You
And
said
on
text free?
Yeah,
Uh-huh. I have it.
yeah. I love it. And this is my line that I use.
Well, that's hey,
Um,
that's your number,
a
and that's
lot of
okay.
times, yeah, and a lot of times I'll use this for live streams
Mhm.
because I would see a lot of people putting up numbers and stuff during their live streams, and people would call in and have a lot of fun and stuff like that. So I started doing that too. Granted, I'm not as professional, and I don't have it, uh, one of those transmitters to make everything sound clear and perfect on the computer. But I just do one of these and it's all good. You know what I mean? I just do one of these and it's all good. Um, so I recommend it again. I have it on this phone because I just think having um, not that I not that I really care or anything, but like I think having a second phone is useful. Having it all on one phone just gets too too cluttered and too hectic. So having it this way, I mean, I love it. And I'm testing this. I'm not really sure whether I want to put my SIM card in it. I'm testing the iOS 18 betas on this thing. It's not as, you don't get all the AI features and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Um, that you'll get on like the iPhone 14, iPhone 15. Um, but it works good.
Okay.
Battery, it has not, degraded or is not that bad at all, which is very surprising for a beta. But I'm glad that Apple, especially with betas, they're getting great. Like before, you would have so many problems that uh, it would make the phone unusable. Now they're concentrating on refining it to the point where it just works,
Right.
and it's awesome. And you know what? I'll say it. I'm an Apple fan because of that. Because Apple gives you these updates to fix little things. Yeah, it may not work perfectly, but it works. It is what it is. I think all phones, um, I mean, no phone is perfect. All phones are gonna have some kind of bug or whatever. But I commend Apple for how many updates they come out with. Like I see people saying, "Oh, I don't like Apple because of all the updates and why do they do this?" They want to make it perfect, but they're always having issues. You know what?
I'm not aware of any issues.
Exactly. Exactly, because I have not had one issue at all, especially with these betas. But it just astounds me how people, Android people, say, "Oh, they come up with too many updates and stuff like that." I know people that don't even do these updates. Granted, I try to get people to do them because, okay, maybe you're not interested in the features, but for security purposes, I mean, That's why I would do it.
Absolutely. I mean, they're updating it for a reason.
Right.
And it's not
Right.
to make it worse. They've been the reason why they have when your phone crashes or does something crazy, it asks you, do you want to report this to Apple? You
Exactly.
should, because it lets them know. And if people around the world are reporting the same issues and they know what to update.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But it's
Exactly.
it's about brand loyalty. It's not about they know that Apple is supreme.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Everyone knows that. It's a
And
matter of choice. It's a matter of preference.
right. Have you owned anything other than Apple products
I
or
sure did. I used to own the Note series.
oh, okay.
And I
Okay.
realized that it was way too much phone for me. It had so many features and so many
Thank you.
customizations, and then there was the stylus that I
You were
kept losing. It was overkill for me, and I
yep.
thought I needed it as an assistant principal back in the day, but I didn't. It was more of a
Yeah.
distraction, and then the other thing was, with all of the customization that a consumer can do, I would get it to the point where I couldn't get it back to where it was without resetting the phone. And I was just like, I don't need all this. I need a phone to do exactly what I ask it to do.
Oh yeah.
And that's
Exactly.
it. I do want bells and whistles, but not to that point. So
Right.
if you like people like sending text messages in cursive and they like for their text message to be pink and yellow,
Yeah. Yeah.
fine. That's not really important to me. What's important to me is that when I tap my screen, my phone reacts and it reacts immediately. There's no spinning wheel. It doesn't shut off on me.
Right.
So, I'm in the headphones. Now my headphones, they have to be everything,
Yes. Yes.
you know.
Exactly.
My phone is everything, but I don't need to be distracted by all the bells and whistles. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Right. Um now we were talking about AirPods and AirPods Max and stuff. Have you tried AirPods Max and what are your thoughts?
My thoughts on the AirPod Max is it is a crystal clean experience.
Mhm.
You're
Yeah.
not you it's got a neutral, it's toned in a neutral way.
Right.
You're gonna get bass, but it's not gonna be rumbling. It's not gonna be a pair of beats. It's closer to a pair of bows to me.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
actually have a friend who has a pair that I was gonna try to get to
Ooh, okay.
review, but he told me this is how Apple people are. He said I would, Miss McCullough, but they are my dailies. And I wanted to
Mm.
say, "Son, you don't have to do anything but part with them for a few hours. I will do it overnight. I will record this video while you are sleeping if that will make it better for you." But I didn't do all that. But anyway, I think the sound quality, I don't think they're supreme in terms of, you got Bear Dynamic, you got Sennheiser, you got, of course, you got your Bose and your Sony. I'm
Yeah.
not sure that they are head and shoulders above those other brands.
Mhm.
I'm not sure that they may be worth $550, but the experience might not be worth that much.
Oh, yeah. For sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
I wouldn't discourage anyone who wanted to purchase them, though, get them. I've seen kids that I work at a middle
What
school. I've seen kids in the middle school with them on. I'm like, "Oh my goodness." You know, y'all are
Yeah.
balling in your
Yeah.
family.
And that's the thing with me, like, I would go to, like, the gym and stuff, and I would see people already having these things a week after they would come out, and I'm just like, "Wow, how long did you spend at the Apple Store to get them?"
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Seriously, it's crazy. But and there was one point, and I pointed out to, I think it was Michael Pepper one time I was talking to him, and I was saying I'm at the gym right now, and believe it or not, all these people have are either the original, because at the time it was the original AirPods or the AirPods 2. And I'm just like, all these people have are AirPods 2, AirPods Pro, or AirPods Max. Like, that's all I'm seeing in this
M
gym.
may
And
I?
I'm just like, wow.
May I? Let me tell you something that I said to
Sure.
myself just last week. I got Sony XM3s, I got the Soundcore Liberty 2 Pros, I got two more sets of earbuds around here. But my AirPods Pro 2, AirPods 2 Pro,
Hmm.
they are the best out of all of those that I
Yes.
just named. I mean,
Yes.
and I can tell you
And it
this,
works.
in some songs, you can hear things in the AirPods that the
Yep.
other ones don't even register.
Yep.
If I can, the barge, I like it.
Yep.
The barge, I like it. Just there's a part in the beginning of the song where there's a couple of guitar riffs,
Hmm.
and I never knew they were there until I listened to them with my AirPods.
Wow.
And I'm just
Wow.
telling you, and that's what I mean when you're an audiophile, you're looking for the missing elements. You're
Yeah.
looking for everything.
Literally.
AirPods 2, they'll give it to you. Those other ones, no, no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. So what would you like to see um in future AirPods and AirPods Max?
Reduce the prices so more consumers, or
Amen.
or do like Sony and Audio Technica and some others, make model, and I guess they say they have Beats. I guess
Mhm.
Apple said we got Beats for the other consumers,
Yeah.
and I get that.
Right.
So let me move on from lower the price. I can't think of anything else I would want because they do everything you need. Maybe a new design feature for the AirPod Max, the case.
Yep. Yep.
That's not really aesthetic, but
I
I
and
get it.
yeah. And I honestly would say an on and off button for those.
Oh
Like,
yeah, oh yeah.
why? Why, Apple? Please explain to us why that's not a thing.
S- No telling. I mean, Apple was the first to pull the plug on the headphone jack too, and we thought they were
Yes.
crazy.
Yes. That is true. That is
I
true.
didn't think they were crazy.
Oh, no.
I
No.
thought just deal with it. And they
I
make an adapter. In fact, let me show you the adapter. I mean, it's so simple.
to, to this day, to this day, I will joke with friends who still have a headphone jack on their phone, and I'll be like, "What the hell is that freaking thing on the bottom of your phone?" And it's a headphone jack.
Yep. A headphone dongle
Uh huh. Uh huh.
goes into the bottom of your iPhone.
Exactly. Exactly. Or just get yourself a pair of Bluetooth headphones. You know?
Yeah, I know, but see, these are Bluetooth.
Oh, okay.
These are the JBL Live 600s.
Ooh, okay.
But you see, I have it connected
Yeah. Yeah.
because I use a Scarlett Focusrite 2i2.
Oh, okay.
And so I like to run my microphones through that and I monitor from it.
Gotcha. Okay.
So though there is a use case for wired headphones. In fact,
Yeah.
I got some wired headphones coming. They are they have like 70,000 reviews on Walmart.
Wow.
They're wired and they cost 9.99, and I need to understand how
Yeah.
did this set of headphones sell so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not
Yeah.
all
There's
to me it's not all about the big brands
not at all.
because you're shopping in Walmart sometimes yourself, and I'm sure you go to the electronics section
All the
and
time.
you probably are standing in there with your cell phone googling
Yep.
and YouTubing to figure out what am I going to buy here or if I'm
Yep.
going to buy anything. So sometimes a
I
lot
got
of my content will be based on things that you can buy in Walmart.
every
With
time I'm there,
and
I go with either my mom or whoever, and I let them do their thing, and I go do my thing.
that's right.
I
Me, I'm
go
in
I go to electronics. There was one time I was on the phone with a friend, and security was roaming around, and I knew he was security because I had worked there,
Mhm.
for a time, and I'm like, uh-oh, I think I'm in trouble because this person's seeing that I'm always in here just roaming around, not doing anything, you know. So, I mean, granted, you know, I'm just roaming around on the phone, whatever. Um, but I'm in there so much that they know me by name now. I
Okay.
was I was in there one time and not even saying anything. I probably at the time hadn't gone in there for like a couple months. An employee comes up to me and says, "Hey Taylor, how are you?" And I'm just like, "You remember me, but I don't remember you." And I'm just like, damn, okay, I guess I do have an impact on people.
You
Uh,
certainly do.
you know? And it's like, wow, okay. You know, so it's that kind of thing, but I get it. Like I'm in there all the time, and I don't know. I have an urge to buy something, and I don't know what the heck I want. I want
Uh-huh.
it all,
Mhm.
to be
Mhm.
honest.
Mhm.
If I could, I would just buy electronics. I would buy the whole goddamn section.
You got that right.
Uh,
All of it. And the next shipment you got coming too. I want that too.
yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly. Like you know, I
Oh wait,
have
Taylor, Taylor. What is today?
what's that? I
Whose birthday is it?
oh, that's right. I thought you were gonna go live. What happened
Yeah.
to that?
I don't have my fan base back together yet. I don't
Oh,
have, I can't take a chance and hope somebody sees me pop on live.
hey, I'll be there. I'll be there, Joan.
No, 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 no. What? How would Michael be today? 64. Anyway, it's not a colossal year, so maybe when it's 65 or 70, I'll do something major.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
But no,
Wow.
I totally get what you're saying, and I um I don't buy my personal electronics from Walmart. I have bought some to review
Right.
because that's where our consumers are too. They're there, they're in Target, they're in other places, they're in Best Buy. It's easier to just order them all from Amazon, and you're gonna find some on Amazon that you can't find in the store.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
um, so research is important.
Definitely.
Trends are important. Hashtagging and descriptions for SEO are important.
Right. Do you do you do you ever use like Amazon and stuff like that? Do you ever what's that newer, I should say, Timu? Have you ever used that?
I had a friend that was really in Timu,
I
and
have
no,
friends sending I have friends sending
no.
me things all the time, and I'm just like, reason I ask is because a friend sent me a link and I try it out. And they say, "Oh, if since you're a new person, uh a new member, you can get so many items for free." I tried it one time, and Timu, if you're watching, no disrespect, but I was mad that they said you can get so many items for free. I go to checkout and it says I have to pay like $20. And I'm just like, I thought I could get this for free. So what is it?
Right, right.
It's like those little things just
I think the
really
thing about Timu for me, if I know if I order from Amazon, it's gonna get here in a day or two.
yes, yes,
If I order from Walmart, they're gonna bring it to the house
right.
in a couple of hours at the most. Timu takes a long time, I think.
Yeah,
If I'm thinking about the right one.
yeah,
I don't like that. This isn't 1983.
right.
If I want something, I want it then. And that's who we all are, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
But no, no,
Oh, yeah,
like you said, no disrespect to Timu. I mean, I just don't
I
order
just
from
had to ask because
yeah.
I'm curious. Because I'm like I've tried reaching out to brands because I think I'm at that point where I should start trying to reach out to brands and stuff, and
Mhm.
I haven't had much luck at all. I've had a lot of scams coming through, because I ask people and I'm like, "Hey, what do you think about this thing?" And they're just like, "Scam," right away. They
Uh-huh.
don't even they just like they don't even look at the thing, they just scam. I'm like, "Okay." So it's that kind of thing, and I'm like, man, I wish and I really hope that, um, I get noticed at some point, you know. Um,
First of all,
I'm,
I'm
I'm
glad you
trying to
brought that up. My turn. Freeze.
sure,
You will not say sir ever again in your life like the big creators, those other creators. No, sir. You are also a big creator.
I
And
try.
when you know you do. When you and I gonna talk off camera.
Yeah,
And if
definitely.
we don't do it tonight, because I do have something to do, so I'm gonna have to get off in a little while.
Sure,
But you
absolutely.
and I are gonna talk because what if I had said, let's just put the numbers out there, okay?
Sure.
12,000 subs in 9 months.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
blessing.
Oh,
But
definitely.
I grinded. I was grinding
Right.
during that time. And
Right.
like I was just saying a while ago, most people focus on just shelling out content,
Mhm.
just dropping videos. And mine would be spaced out a week or two apart because I wanted to make sure the aesthetic was right.
Mhm.
I needed to work in my lab without recording to make sure the sound was perfect. And well, I can't say perfect because my videos are far from perfect, but
Okay.
I got it to a point where I was satisfied with the quality.
Right.
And then you take the producing part. It does take a while if you're meticulous about it. But what you get out of YouTube is what you put into it. But you got to make sure you're putting the right things into it, the right
Definitely.
kind of energy. And then it also begs the question, not just you, but anybody, including me, what is the intended outcome? Do you want followers, subscribers? Do you want views?
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
probably want both. Do
Yeah.
who's your intended audience? All of that matters because if you're pushing out content to the wrong audience, your content can be amazing.
Right.
But if your audience is not vibing with what you're delivering, then you're spinning wheels.
Yeah.
And I don't want you or anybody in the crew or anybody else to be thinking of themselves as not a big creator. I'm as big as Peter McKinnon. I am Peter McKinnon.
Mhm. Mhm.
Maybe not, but
and,
I'm not going
and I
to
I see like I say that, but like I see them saying, "Oh, I'm still a small creator." So
forget
to
what
what
they
it
say. Forget
so
them.
to what extent, you know what I mean? Like I
Okay, so they are not your target group of support. They're not your target support group.
true.
If there are still content creators stunting on small creators because of their subscriber count, they aren't for you. They're not your people.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
find people who like you because your name starts with a T.
Right.
And if anybody has a problem with your delivery style, you feel completely free and tell them it's okay. You can click off.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's all
Yeah.
right. You're not hurting
I
my
have I
feelings.
have videos that like, I wish that would pop off, and then I made a video just a look, probably at this point a month or 2 ago, about Samsung, and I'll link it to you.
Okay.
Joan, it is, if not one of the most watched and commented videos that I've ever gotten in my whole YouTube life. Um,
Okay.
because I talk I'm gonna say it, for me, it's Apple and Google. You know, Samsung, I mean, I liked them at one point, but then I don't know. It just, yeah, I've always had a thing. So I made a video on how, and I actually want to ask you, I made a video on how they copied Apple's earbuds with the new earbuds that just came out, and that video just popped off because I was ranting of how, you know, but yeah. So now it comes the question: what are your thoughts on that? Have you seen the new earbuds?
And you said they're fake, they're knockoffs?
No, no, no. The Samsung made them.
The Galaxy Buds.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen them. I'm
yeah.
eyeing them. I got my
The
eyes on them.
Do you really the
Yeah,
new
I'm eyeing them right now. I'm not,
what are
not
they
committal.
called? I think they're
Guess
called
what? I got 2 phones over here and a whole computer. Let's Google it.
yeah. I think they're called the Pro Threes, and if you look, they're exact. They look so similar to the AirPods, and a lot of people are talking about it on Twitter, and I'm just like, okay, well, let's talk about it. And definitely,
Well, let's talk about it because ergonomically speaking, Apple hit the nail on the head when they designed the AirPods. If
yes,
they didn't patent the design, then okay, it's free for all.
right.
But if these are shaped like the AirPods and I see they've got nice rubber tips, they look like they fit good. The case is nice too. Now they're 179 in Best Buy and 249 at Samsung.
Huh?
Let me make
Okay,
sure.
Samsung.
Oh, no, no, no. The Buds 3 wireless are not pros. They've
Oh,
got the
okay.
Buds 3 Pro. That's 250.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Buds 3 are just 150.
yep.
That's why we investigate.
Yeah. So,
So the idea that I may purchase them anytime soon with my personal money is not likely.
oh, okay.
Um, once
I
we
mean, for
start
me,
generating some revenue, once we start generating some funds and everything, then I would definitely reinvest in some of those.
yeah, yeah. So I bring it up because like I said, I'm more of a Google person. I've kind of experimented with Google. I had the Google Pixel 4 um for a little bit, and I loved it. I loved it. And I love Google because of what they do, because like Apple, all their products work together seamlessly. And they just build such a great ecosystem that you don't really see with other companies, you know, um, especially with their messaging platform. We were just talking about it a little while ago as well. iMessage, there's nothing like iMessage. There will, I don't think there'll ever be anything like iMessage. And that's why, again, I like Google. Um, Maybe I'm being a little biased. Maybe I'm being a little bit unfair, but it's my experience. It's my thoughts. You know what I
No,
mean?
and they're entirely yours and they're valid.
Yeah. And so, you know, I've always said it. If I were to switch to an Android, it would definitely be Google. I have said, because again, I'm Portuguese. I have family in Portugal, so when I'm there, a lot of them have Huawei and stuff like that, and other companies that you would never hear about or know about here in the United States. Because you look at certain phones. I kid you not. I was on a cruise and I saw so many people from Europe having these weird phones, and I had to look them up. I literally went and I took a picture, and I did the picture googling,
Mhm.
and I'm like, what the hell is that phone? Because I've never seen it before, and I'm
Right.
just like, wow, there are so many phones out there now that you just don't know about, and it's like, wow, I
Well, look
really
at how
wish,
excited you are about that. And
yeah,
that's why when you talk about what you love and what comes natural, you should hear how that knowledge is pouring out of you right now.
yeah, yeah,
I had to
I-
stop you because I'm just like you've just come alive just talking about this Pixel,
yeah,
the
yeah,
Pixel line. So yeah,
it,
you just keep
and
remembering that.
Yeah,
Please.
I'm trying. I'm trying, you know? Joan, it was amazing, amazing having you. I don't know how long we've been doing this for, and I don't know how long the podcast episode is going to be. Maybe edited, maybe not. I don't know. Depends on my mood after. But I do want to um, thank you so much for finally being here. Like I said, I've been trying to get you on a live stream and stuff like that. We talked on past live streams and stuff like that. I wish I had those recordings so I can make them into videos because I think those conversations were just amazing. Sadly, we can't, find them because it's probably long gone by now. People have come and gone, and that's the thing. Like, so many people had great channels, and now they're out in air. Like,
Life
it's like,
happens,
wow.
man. Life happens to people, and that's one
Yeah,
thing I want the viewers to understand. Like,
yeah.
cut us a little slack because
Oh, definitely,
we work like you do.
definitely.
We have kids like you do. We have lives, and we sacrifice our families and sometimes our jobs. We're
Oh,
supposed to
yeah.
be focused on
Oh,
one
yeah.
thing, and we got our mind on the show tonight or whatever's going on. But we do the best that we can to bring you the knowledge that we have and the research that we can do to make sure you're well informed. But
Right.
Taylor, the pleasure is all mine because I didn't know you had been trying. Now you have my number, so there's
Yes.
no reason why you cannot get in touch with me moving
Definitely,
forward. And I
definitely.
thank you so much, and I love and miss you so much. I appreciate
I miss
you.
you too. I miss you too. I miss your content. Like, I swear, and I've told you before, whenever you uploaded a video, back when I was working, I would step aside and go watch your video because you were just like amazing to me.
Oh my gosh. Well, I
Yes,
only hope that this go round I can live up to that expectation. I hope that I still have it. And I think
I'm
being on
sure
your
you do.
podcast tonight is really going to be a great step in that direction for me because I didn't know you felt that way
Yes,
and now I do, and it's you know me.
yes.
I haven't changed a bit. I'm a little
No, you have
cooler.
not. No, you have not.
I'm a little bit cooler than I used to be. Um, so I may not be as animated this time, but then again, I might. It depends on
Hey,
how we're feeling while we're recording.
right, exactly, exactly. You know, I honestly I say it all the time. I'm like the weather. Today I'm happy. Tomorrow you never know.
You never know. And
It,
one thing that I always said to myself before we go is
yeah,
this: half of America, 75% of the people out there watching me would be scared, senseless.
yes,
I'm not gonna say the real word. They would be scared, senseless to be in front of a camera under blinding light
yeah, yeah.
and people
Oh, I know.
watching you talk. Like you have to be on point. You need to make sure that you're not stuttering and misspeaking.
Yeah, I know
That is pressure.
people. I know people. Like I have friends that I say all the time because they're like, oh, sometimes I don't have stuff to do, this, that, the other, and I have a friend who um has like a daily routine that she does, and um when it comes to exercising, dieting, she's all about dieting. I don't know why, but if you're watching this, you know who you are. And
I
I
bet you
said,
someone in her family somewhere along the way made her feel fat. I bet you someone
yeah, yeah,
deposited something in her spirit. Sweetheart, I don't know who you are. And I don't care how big or small you are not fat. And I need you to stop telling yourself
thank
whatever
you.
somebody else put in your mind about yourself.
Because honestly, 15 years of friendship, if in 15 years of trying to tell her that, maybe she'll listen to you.
I hope so. And
Much love, much love.
if this isn't enough, I'll have Taylor call me on three-way and we can have an intense session because there is no slow. Well, I can't even talk now. There's no low self-esteem.
Yeah, yeah.
There's time
So
out
I
for
tell her
letting other
like,
people.
You
Do us
know,
like that. No, we're not doing that.
she would say, "Oh, I would love to start a YouTube channel," and I think we all started this way. I would love to start a YouTube channel, but I don't have the equipment, honey. Now you do because most phones do amazing at video recording and
Mhm,
even video editing and stuff like that.
mhm,
Like,
mhm.
there's a lot of times that I record uh, these podcasts. I have edited these podcasts on my phone, and you don't need the latest and greatest tech if you
Right,
want to
right, right,
talk about anything.
right.
About anything.
My
Uh,
camera,
I,
my main camera is a 2017, 16,
oh,
8,
okay.
2016, 17, 18, somewhere along
Wow.
there.
Wow.
But it stays here. So it's still good.
Yeah, exactly.
The glass that I bought is timeless. But the
Wow.
camera body, that's another reason I want to get into reviewing cameras at some point because people think I need to go out and spend all this money on the camera body
Mm-mm.
and they
Mm-mm.
don't save enough money to buy quality glass.
I I kid you not. I think I've spent less than $100 on my stuff. Like, seriously, I find I find things. I look them up if they're what I need them to do. That's what this microphone right now. I found this. Shout out to Michael's Tech Talk from Ireland. Um, I found it because of him. He made a review. This microphone is $30, and it sounds like it should be more.
Absolutely, you sound great. I might
It's
have got too
crazy.
close.
It is freaking crazy.
Yeah, I can't
So
tell how much it costs.
yeah, I bought an extra boom arm because I've had a problem. I had a smaller boom arm, and the microphone would not come to my mouth like this. So I bought an extra one. I'll send you a picture of my setup right now. It's crazy. My desk, I can't fit anything else on this desk. It's so cluttered. It's so crazy. But you know what? I love it. It works for me, and that's that.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah, yeah. And
Because
you know
who
what?
who
When it,
out there in the YouTube community is gonna come help you clean off your desk?
yeah,
Nobody.
you want to come over, Joan? No, I'm kidding.
I will. I'll come up. I'll come over there and help you. But don't expect all your viewership to do it because you're gonna be up the creek.
Oh yeah, definitely. Joan, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. And I really hope to have you again soon. Um, guys, if you guys have not checked out Joan, I'll have a link down in the description for her.
I
She's
d-
amazing.
may I
Again,
say something? Thank you, Taylor. May I say one thing to them? When you go to my channel right now, you are going to see some reaction videos. I'm really just easing back in at this point, so don't go expecting brand new reviews right yet.
right.
Okay, but I'm just being silly in these videos, just trying to, like I said, jumpstart the algorithm to let them know, hey, okay, we're back. Kind of let everybody know, get everybody together and let them know because when I drop one for real, I really need it to hit so we can pick up where
Yes.
we left off. I don't want to start back at zero because those days when you got 100 subscribers and you got 200 and 250, you don't know
Yeah.
what the future's going to hold. And it's like, am I doing this for nothing? Or is there going to be an outcome that I'm satisfied with? So I just want to encourage people like your friend. If you want to do YouTube, do it.
Definitely.
If you have a cell phone, that's where you start.
Exactly. And
I
I keep
just
saying,
happen to be a
you know,
photographer. I
and
just happen to do something else. I had the equipment.
oh yeah. And I say it all the time. Hey, I'm not a professional editor or anything, but I'll be more than happy to help you out and edit your videos and show you how I edit my own videos.
Okay.
Because it's super simple.
Mhm,
It's super
mhm.
simple nowadays. You don't like I said, I've never spent more than like a few hours on an edit. Like it's ridiculous. I feel, but
I think it
Anyway.
depends on whether or not you're a perfectionist. If you're a perfectionist, it's gonna take you hours upon hours.
Oh, yeah,
'Cause you
for
can't leave it
sure.
alone, and you edit it, and you walk away from it, you go get something to eat or whatever it is, and you come right back because you gotta look at it again. It is a process.
Yeah, yeah. No, hey, listen, no disrespect to anybody like that, but I'm just like, you know what? This works for me. If people like it, cool. It's gonna go out there, and at some point, it's gonna hit off, and that's that for me, you know?
Yeah.
So, Joan, thank you so much once again. I really appreciate you. Guys, again, check out Joan. She's coming back bigger and better than ever. I'm so happy you're back, and I cannot wait to see what you come up with on YouTube. And I cannot wait to see everybody welcome you back big and strong. You coming back onto live streams and stuff like that. You'll definitely be invited to one of my live streams in the future.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
So thank you
I
again.
can't wait. I'm excited. This is a
Yes,
warm welcome, Taylor. Oh my gosh.
yes, definitely. You deserve it. You really do. So guys, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.